Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. So today I want to show you how to crochet a backpack. And this one has been requested by some of my viewers, and I'm so happy to finally share this tutorial with you. And I modeled it after my mini backpacks. I will share a link so you can check these out as well. And so this bag is, it's not too big. It measures about 11 inches wide if I lay it flat like this. And also 11 inches long. And let's see, the straps that I made, these are very optional, the length that you need to do. Mine here are about 21.5 inches long, so you can definitely adjust the length according to what you need. And so let's see about the materials for this bag. And I found this perfect yarn for the backpack. It is Bernat Maker Home Dec. It is 72% cotton and 28% nylon. And the cotton part makes me really happy because it's all nice and natural. And I really like the yarn because it makes a sturdy bag. And at the same time, it's a little bit stretchy too. So it's perfect. And I think other types of t-shirt yarns will be really good as well. And I made 2 bags, as you saw from earlier clip. I did, this one is called Woodberry. I used contrast color cream. And this one is aqua with a contrast color cream. I needed 2 sizes of crochet hook. 6 millimeters is the one that I made most of the bag with, and then 1 size smaller, 5 millimeters, I used for the straps because I wanted the straps to be really strong and sturdy. That's why I wanted the stitches to be tighter and using the smaller hook. And then of course you'll need the scissors and tapestry needle. And I also got some beads from the craft store to decorate the strings of the bag, and then using one of them as a button. So that's another little piece that you need for the bag. And I'm going to do this in parts. The first thing, we're gonna crochet the base of the bag, the circle. Then we're gonna crochet the main part. And then I'm gonna show how to do the edge here with the holes for the string. Then after that, we're gonna do the flap for the bag. After the flap, we're gonna do the string, the braided string. Then we'll do the straps. And then final thing, we're gonna just sew on the button. So these are the main steps to make this bag. And let's get started. And I start this with my main color, the beautiful green, and crochet hook 6 millimeters. And we're gonna do magic ring first. So take your yarn tail and then keep the tail here and fold the other one across your finger this way. Tail is here. Now insert your hook underneath this strand here on your finger and pull the other one from underneath up here. Then yarn over and pull through. So we have our ring, and we're gonna do one more chain here. Now this is counting our first half double crochet stitch, and now we need to do 11 more half double crochets in here. 2, 3. So we now have 12 half double crochet stitches on the first round, and we can now pull our yarn tail and make this tight. And let's go and find that chain that we made, that second chain, and slip stitch into it to close this round. Second round starts with 2 chains, and find a space right here, the same space, and do your first half double crochet in it. Then next, just half double crochet twice in each stitch around. So 2 here and 2 here. So you'll have 24 half double crochet stitches on this round. And third round, we're gonna keep doing our half double crochet stitches and increase in every third stitch. Start with 2 chains and half double crochet into that same space. So we increase the first stitch. Next, half double crochet once in the next, and also once in the next, and in the third twice. You're gonna have 32 stitches around. I finished the round with a slip stitch into that second beginning chain, and round 4 again starts with 2 chains, half double crochet in the same space, and increase in every 4th stitch. So we're gonna do 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and we're gonna do 2 half double crochets in the 4th. And this way you're gonna have 40 half double crochets around. And round 5, 2 chains, half double crochet in same space here, and increase in every 5th stitch. So do 4 first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in each, and in the 5th do 2, 1 and 2. This round you're gonna have 48 half double crochets, and 6th round, increase in every 6. We always increase in the first one as well. So again, 2 chains, half double crochet in same, one half double crochet in each next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase in 6. You will have 56 half double crochet stitches on this round. Now round 7, and repeat the same thing for 3 more rounds. So round 7, increase in every 7th stitch. So half double crochet once in each 6, and increase half double crochet twice in 7th. And then do the same for round 8, increase in every 8th stitch, and also round 9, increase in every 9th stitch. So you will end up with 80 half double crochets for the base of our backpack. And I will meet you there. I am done now with 9 rounds of the base. I have 80 half double crochets around, and it measures about 8 inches in diameter. And now we are ready to start crocheting our main part of the bag. And this is going to be a pattern stitch that I'm going to show and explain on the second round. The first round is going to be easy. I keep crocheting with my main color, and I'm just going to half double crochet once in each stitch around. And I start with 2 chains, and I start half double crocheting into that next, and then just do 1 half double crochet in each, so you'll have 80. This is the first round of the main part. I did my 80 half double crochets around, and as before I joined this with slip stitch into that second beginning chain. And on the second round we are now ready to start our pattern stitch, and it works like this. First I chain 1, and then I'll just do a half double crochet into that same space. This is my first stitch. Second stitch is going to be a padded stitch, and also it's called enclosed stitch. I found this beautiful pattern and did some research, and yes, I found 2 definitions for it, so whichever you like. So we yarn over, and we now need to find a base of the next stitch of previous round. So it is this stitch, and I find the base of the stitch, and I insert my hook in here. I pull up a loop and then pull it all the way up here to my current round, yarn over, and finish my half double crochet as normal. So this is why it's called enclosed stitch. It encloses that stitch of previous round, or it's also called padded stitch. It's kind of like a padding around that stitch on previous round. And the next is going to be a regular single stitch, so we alternate this pattern with a regular half double crochet and a padded stitch. A regular half double crochet, 1 padded stitch. So I did the regular, and now again find the next base of the next stitch, which is this one. The base is down here. Insert hook, pull up the loop, and finish the stitch. Next again is the regular half double crochet into the next stitch, and then again the next stitch is here, the base is here. I insert my hook, pull up a loop, pull it all the way up here, and finish my stitch as usual. And a regular and a next enclosed stitch, and keep doing this all around. This is our second round of main part. And before we continue, I just wanted to give you an idea how I planned this pattern and how nice the stitch looks on our backpack. The padded stitch or enclosed stitch will add thickness and texture, and I think it's very good for a backpack to be a bit sturdier. And so how I did it was I started with 2 rounds of main color, and then changed to my second, did 2 rounds of that, Then changed back to my main color, did 4 rounds with that. Again, back to the second color, 2 rounds, back to the main 4 rounds, and a third stripe with second color, 2 rounds. And then continued the pattern, did 12 more rounds with main color. So let's continue with our green yarn. And actually I am now going to bring my contrast color, my second color. I chose the cream white or natural white. And so just to show first how to end this round, I did my last padded stitch here. I'm back to the beginning and just going to slip stitch into this first regular half double crochet stitch. And now starting our third round with the second color, I'm going to keep my main yarn here. I'm not cutting it off. And then I'll bring my second color and do a slip knot. Then insert my hook through this last loop here and pull through this slip knot and pull the main yarn on the back here, pull it tight. There. Okay, and we do the same. We start with 1 chain, and because our last round first stitch was a regular half double crochet, we're now going to do the padded stitch in closing stitch for this one. So here, yarn over, this is the base space down here for the first stitch, insert, pull up the loop, pull it up all the way, and finish stitch, pull through all loops on hook. You can still tighten this here. And the next is going to be the regular half double crochet into the next stitch. And then again the padded stitch in here, enclosing this stitch of previous round. So I'll find the base space, pull up a loop. I always keep it to a little bit to the right of the stitch. It's gonna look a bit better this way, and finish the stitch. Next, into that last round long stitch, we'll do the regular half double crochet, and into that regular, around the regular, we're gonna do padded stitch. So here's the base of the stitch, pull up loop and finish the stitch. So now do it all around with your second color. So I finished the third round with a regular half double crochet stitch here because we started with a padded stitch, and now I'm going to slip stitch into this padded stitch here, and we can start our round 4, and I keep crocheting with my second color, the round 4. And again, starts with 1 chain, and into this padded stitch we're gonna do the regular half double crochet, and into that next regular one, rounded rather, we're gonna do the enclosed stitch. So inserting hook into that base, pull up loop, long loop, and pull through all loops on hook. And then just continue as before, a regular stitch and padded stitch, regular, and padded or enclosed. Keep doing this all around. So I finished my second round with second color. It's a total of 4th round from the beginning of the main part. And I will end this again with slip stitch into that first half double crochet. And I'm going to cut off my second color here. And fasten off. And keep the loop. And from behind here, I'm gonna bring back my main color. And insert through the loop and ready to start round 5. So same way, do a first chain into this first regular half double crochet, do the padded long stitch, and then into the next the regular half double crochet, and so forth. So now do this for 4 rounds with the main color, then join back the second color with a slip knot, and again two rounds with that. Then again the main color I never cut off, I keep it back here because the distance between the main color rounds is not that big, so this is fine to leave it here. Continuing, but the second color I want to cut off and then just weave in the ends afterwards. So then I'll do 3 stripes with the second color. Each stripe is 2 rounds, and I do main color rounds, 4 rounds between each stripe. After the 3rd stripe of the second color, I made 12 more rounds with main color with the pattern stitch. So let's meet back here once we're done with 3 stripes and 12 more rounds with main color, and we can then count our rounds again just to double check. So I finished now 12 rounds with main color doing the pattern stitch. So this is how it looks now, and at this point we're now ready to crochet 5 rounds of edge, and this is going to be single crochet stitches. And the first round of the edge, I'm going to do decreases here. So I'll start with 1 chain and then single crochet in the same space, and now single crochet 7 more. So I decrease after each 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So here 9th and 10th stitch, I'm going to do single crochet 2 together. So I'll start first one, pull up a loop, and then insert hook into the next one, pull up a loop, and now pull through all 3 loops on hook. This is 2 single crochet stitches together, and then continue to 8 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 together. Pull up first, pull up second, and pull through 3 loops. Continue this all around, and after all these decreases, you're gonna have 72 stitches on this round. And here I'm at the end of the first round. I did last 8 single crochets, and now I just wanted to show you the last 2 stitches. Again, I'm gonna do 2 single crochets together. Now I have total 72 single crochets around, and we'll slip stitch into that first. And second round, start with chain, single crochet into that same stitch, and just single crochet in each stitch around. 72. On round 3, I want to do 8 holes for the string. So for that, again, start with chain, single crochet in same space, and I'm going to single crochet again 8. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and for the hole I'm just gonna chain, skip this next stitch, and single crochet into the next, and repeat again to 8 single crochets, and for the whole chain, skip next stitch, and then a single crochet into the next. And I'm at the end of this round, and I'm gonna end with, there's gonna be the last hole in here. So again, do the chain and then slip stitch into the first stitch. And rounds 4, 5 of the edge is just going to be single stitching in each stitch. So the 4th round, start with chain, single crochet in same stitch, then single crochet in each next, and when you come to that whole space, just single crochet into the space here, and then continue in the next. So you'll still have 72 stitches on this round, and then do one more round after this. So you'll have total of 5 rounds of the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4 is right now. So after this, one more, and I'll meet you there. Next thing we're gonna do is the backpack flap. So here I finished my 5 rounds of the edge. I slip stitched into the first stitch to finish the round, and now next, I don't cut off my yarn, keep it here, and I'm going to now need to first slip stitch into next 4 stitches. So do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in here, we're now going to do 18 half double crochets. First, I chain 1 and then half double crochet into that same space here. And now just count, so you'll have 18. So 1, 2, 3, so 18 half double crochets. Now I want to make sure that my 2 string holes stay here in the middle. So it means that I have 4 half double crochets before the first hole, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 after that second hole. So that my second hole is here, and I have, so it's this, and I have 4 more half double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have 10 here in the middle. And starting from the second row of the flap, we're going to crochet the pattern again with the padded stitches, enclosed stitches. It's different because we're going to turn after each row. We're not working in rounds like here. But other than that, it works the same. So chain 1 and turn. Now half double crochet into that first stitch and into the second, into the base of the second rather. So it's here, insert hook here, pull up your longer loop and do the stitch here. Into that next, we're gonna do the regular half double crochet. Next, find the base here and do the long loop. Then again regular, and then again in here the long padded stitch. So do this until the end of the row. I just want to show you the end of the row as well. I did 17, this is my 17th, the regular half double crochet, and now the last 18th I will need to do the padded one, the long one here. And for the third row, chain and turn again. And then just reverse your order of stitches. So into that first long one, we're gonna do the regular half double crochet. Into the next regular, we're gonna do the padded one into that base space. Long one, we'll do regular. And into the regular, we'll do the padded one. Long loop. And so keep doing this, and I will make 8 rows with the pattern stitch. So let's meet back here once we're done with 8 rows of this. And when I said 8 rows, I meant 8 rows of pattern stitch, not including that first regular half double crochet row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of pattern stitch, and then 1 row with half double crochets. So we have total here 9 rows. And now we're gonna do 4 rows of the edge of the flap. So I'm gonna turn around, and here I'm going to need to decrease on each end of the row. In the beginning, how I do this is I'm just gonna skip this first one, and I'm going to single crochet into that next one, and see, I'm going to insert my hook through all these loops, not just the upper ones but all these. It's just gonna look better this way. And do your single crochet here, and now single crochet in each next. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and now I have 2 left. These 2 I'm gonna single crochet 2 together. So pull up the loop, the first one, also pull up loop the second one, and pull through all 3 loops. You have 2 single crochets together. It's the decrease of at the end of the row. Now don't chain, just turn. Let's do the second row of edge, same way. Just skip this first here and single crochet into that next. Do this all the way till the end, till the last 2 stitches, and then single crochet 2 together to decrease. So this is the second row. And the end of second row, finish again 2 single crochets together to decrease. Turn. Third row, start the same way, skip this first, crochet into the next, and do 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we're gonna chain 3 for buttonhole. And you can chain more if you have a bigger button, so that's up to you. I don't have a very big button, so 3 is fine. And then keep crocheting into the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last 2 again, 2 together, 1 and 2, and last row of the flap edge. Again, skip this first, single crochet to the next, do 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have the buttonhole. I'm going to single crochet 3 times in it. 1, 2, and 3. And then do 5 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last thing I'm gonna do, so these we always do 2 together at the end. So I'm just gonna do these together. And we're finished with the flap. Now you can fasten off and cut the main color yarn. And this is how our flap looks. Looks good on both sides. And if we fold the back, it's gonna fit perfectly. And so the next thing, we're gonna do the string so that we can pull the edge of the bag together and then fit the flap here. Okay, for the strings, I cut six strings with my second color, and I cut them 55 inches long. And so I bought these beads. I want to put it on the string for decoration. And how I do this, I'm going to use my tapestry needle and then just pull them through the bead one by one. And here's my last one, the 6th. This hole is pretty tight by now, but it still fits through here. Okay, and now I want to do a knot here. Pull the bead next to the knot, and then you can cut off these tails here. Keep it as long as you prefer. And now I'm going to braid. So here, take 2 strands, keep it on your left, 2 in the middle, 2 on the right, and then just braid. And I'm almost finished with braiding, and mine measures about 35 inches from this knot, including the bead, to the other end. And before I end it, I need to put my string through the holes of the bag, and then I finish with the bead and the knot. So let's do that first. Just grab these tails between your fingers, bring your bag. Here are my 2 front holes, and I'm going to just twist them so that they are kind of together to pull them through the holes. From front to back, I start here, pull them through here, so then this end will remain here, and then just pull it through each hole. Back to front, and again from front to back. There, so the string is now through the holes, and I can finish up my second end here. So I'm just gonna braid. This one is this way. Braid until I've reached the end as long as I want it to be. Then I bring my second bead, and I do the same. I will use my tapestry needle to pull each string through this hole. And this second end can get a little bit tricky. So I have my bead now attached, and here's my braid. I can pull the bead down here and then adjust my braid still so that the end would not look nice. And then I'm just gonna pull the bead up to where the braid starts here, even a little bit further, so then I can do the second knot. See, I need a little more even here. And pull the knot tight and the bead up to the knot. And then just cut the ends so that they're all nice and even. And the other one, I want to do the same. There. So here's our string done. And now we're ready to do the straps. And so now we can see how our string fits. Looks pretty good, I think. Okay, and now I'm gonna turn my back, and we're gonna attach the straps here next to these string holes. So first, I'm gonna do this with my second color. I'm gonna do the slip knot, and I'm using, as you see, the size smaller hook for this, because I want my straps to be nice and tight and strong. And now I'm gonna turn my bag upside down. I'm gonna start with this corner here. I'm gonna count. First of all, I'm gonna count the second row from the top of the edge. So this is my first, that's my second. And I'm also gonna count 4 stitches from the hole. So here's my hole. Here's my second row, first stitch from the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I count these stitches, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm gonna insert my hook through this hole here below this 4th one, pull it up here, and then bring my slip knot and pull this through and to my first stitch. Then go to the base hole right next to it here, to your next single stitch here. Then you find your next space here next to it, and then to one more right here. So we have 4 space stitches. I'm not going to do a chain, I'm just gonna turn. And now just a single stitch in each. So do your 1, 2, 3, and 4, again turn, no chain, and just start single stitching. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to keep doing this, so that's gonna be many rows. And now, depending on how long you want the strap to be, so let's keep repeating these 4 single crochet stitches. So I did my both straps. I counted, I did about 84 rows of this, and it measures, one of them measures 20 inches long. So you can do this longer, shorter, whichever length you need. And so here, just want to show you, I attached them to the bottom part of my first stripe, and to position it, just try to find the best place, and counting these long stitches here, I have 9 of them between both straps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then so this one is here, and I just want to show you the second one, how I did that. Let's take that off. So just yeah, just need to find space here to attach, the best space to attach your bottom part of the strap. And then I did the first stitch twice just to make it more secure. And then the second one, let's do this one here. Third one. And then the fourth one. There. And then I cut off the yarn, and I used the yarn tail to stitch through this bottom part and to make it stronger. So I think that's a good idea to just do this here. And I did the same on top. I stitched through this here, because that's gonna be the part where the bag is pulled. And last thing to do is sew on the button. So I found the best position, best place for it. Let's see. So that would be the second row of the pattern stitch from the top. This is first, this is second. I found the middle one here from those 2 holes, and then I just stitched through this, and so I can attach my button here. And now all I have to do is weave in all the ends. And here is my finished backpack. I have to say I'm pretty happy how this one turned out. So let's see, this is my flap. Here's my string and my straps. So it's all ready to use and put things in. As always, I'm going to have the written pattern on my website. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to help. If you like this video, please subscribe to my crochet channel. I have many more interesting projects to come. And happy crocheting!